playing in Ahmedabad and you've got 3 T20 50s there. Must be your favourite hunting ground, I'm guessing. Are you looking forward to playing there?
Conditions were a little bit challenging in the first couple of games, but after that we got hold of what the conditions were like, probably eased into it a bit more. When you're captaining the side or you're leading the side, you obviously have to understand what the team wants best.
Right.
So for that particular game to make way for someone like Surya, was batting amazingly at number 3.
Oh yeah, that was incredible.
I had to move up the order because we had to bring in more balance with the ball as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a strategic move, but then it ignited a certain fire that I've had before opening the innings in T20 cricket. So I had communicated to the management even before the auction that I would like to open.
And you said it, I think, at the press conference as well, right?
I did.
Open. Yeah.
I had spoken to Mike and Simon after last season that next year I would like to open and I would go into that headspace. So luckily things happened in a way that I got to open in the last game against a quality bowling attack, and I ended up getting a good score, which gave me a confidence again that yes, I've done it in the past and now I've just stepped into this role, so I can probably do it again. So that experience for me was very important heading into this IPL, knowing that okay, I'm sorted with my game at the top of the order, and then now let's create that balance in the team. My batting and all those things are taken care of. I'm not bothered about that at all.
Just going to step a little into one of your phone conversations with AB during the England series. What did he say? What did you decipher from it?
It's amazing when you've played for so long as well. You can go into a zone where you feel like you can't even score a run.
Yeah.
And there's such lack of clarity in your mind, and there's too many thoughts going on, all external. There's literally nothing inside of you that's creating any fear.
Right.
It's all external factors you're thinking of. What if this happens? What if that happens?
Yeah.
And that's just creating more and more confusion. So I thought, okay, I'll just take another perspective or another point of view. Because I've seen AB play, and every innings he's got that same intensity, same passion, same commitment. And he's never addicted to getting scores. He's always thinking about the team situation.
Yeah.
So I asked him a question, when in doubt, what do you do?
Yeah.
And the simplest of the advice one can get, he said, just watch the ball and everything else will be fine. So I went to the game, I started watching the ball.
Is it the bubble sometimes that makes it hard to just think of something that...
Yes and
regular?
No. I mean, there are many factors when you have so much expectation from yourself, having done it for 12, 13 years.
Yeah.
At the same level, when things are not happening as well, you start searching for it, you start becoming more desperate.
Yeah.
And then you lose out on the enjoyment of the game, which is precisely the reason why you ended up performing so well.
Right.
Is because you never focused on the performances. You focused on the enjoyment.
The joy.
Yes, the joy and the process.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to get away from that because constantly the feedback around you is you have to make sure you play. You have to make sure you stay in for 15 overs.
Yeah.
You have to make sure you provide the balance. And sometimes as an individual, you feel like I'm human at the end of the day. I also want a space where I'm told just go and enjoy your batting. Don't worry about anything else. So things become very hectic at certain stages.
The moment it becomes a job, right? The moment it becomes a job, it becomes difficult.
And you don't expect anyone else to understand, to be very honest.
Right.
You have to make that decision that to hell with everything. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to hit that cricket ball.
Yeah.
To hell with the repercussions. Whatever happens, happens. I'm just going to go out there and enjoy the game first because before I played for India, before I became a captain, I started this game for a reason. And if I go away from that reason, things are going to get more and more tough.
And we did enjoy ourselves. Last year, 7 out of the first 10 games we won. We made it to the playoffs. Unfortunately that, we didn't cross the line. But what can the fans look forward to this year?
Look, it was very encouraging from a point of view that we had a certain system that was put into place.
Yeah.
And we saw that if we follow that system and we follow things the way we want to do them, good things will happen. So we've seen the results already.
Yeah.
So we're absolutely confident of what Simon and Mike and the whole management group brought to the table. This time around, Sanjay Banga has been added to the support staff. Amazingly balanced man, very, very sane head on his shoulders and gives good advice, thinks for the team and speaks the right kind of language at the right time.
Yeah.
To youngsters especially, how to get them into the best space. He's a very, very balanced character that brings in a very balanced point of view.
Right.
So when things are becoming, very neutral point of view, he can look at two parties discussing things and be like, okay, I've observed it from the outside and this is what I feel could be the best thing to do. So we feel more confident that we are more in tune with our systems, our process, and we've got a stronger squad this time around. So if we follow those things,
we're good.
Good things are going to happen again, and we would obviously like to go all the way. to that final destination.
And the one final question that I have is 13 years with RCB now. When you look back at your association and when you look at how things have just evolved for you personally, professionally, it must be a very special feeling to be back in the camp.
It is a very, very special feeling. You know, there's one thing that you have to realize as an individual. Yes, we've reached the finals thrice. We've reached the finals of the Champions League that used to happen at one stage once.
Yeah.
We've played 4 finals. We've played 2 or 3 semi-finals as well. Just the fact that although we haven't gone on and finished the job, you know, in the IPL, we are, if not one of the most loved teams across the tournament.
I think we are the most loved team. Yeah.
I mean, there are a couple of other teams which have great fan base as well, but I think we are a team that gets a lot of support, a lot of adulation wherever we play, because we play a certain brand of cricket. You know, we will play our heart out. Yes, we might not be composed enough in many difficult situations in the past, but there's never been shortage of passion, commitment, intensity, a lot of fun on the field. And me as an individual, I've never felt like I want to move away from the system just because I haven't won a title.
Right.
You know, and that happens because things have been so organic. This cannot be created anywhere. This cannot be manufactured in a way that people are forcing me to stay or I'm forcing the management to keep me. There's never been any conversation like that. So things have been very organic, and you understand the essence of things, which is the respect, the care and the enjoyment I feel here. I don't think that I can recreate that anywhere else. And the experience has been magical.
All right, on that magical note, thank you very much for watching, and thanks, Virat. Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.